This is Intermediate Pilates. Make sure that you practice and are efficient in the beginner Pilates before moving on to the next stage. We will start with a peel down into a walkout with what I like to call spider legs. Standing up tall, roll the chin into the chest, peel yourself down to the mat, walk all the way out into a plank, bring one leg up to the elbow, other leg up to the elbow, reset into plank, walk yourself all the way up and unroll the body and back to the start. So from here, continuing with that movement, roll down, walk out, knee up, walk it back up. A great modification is to roll down, walk yourself out, come down to the knees, knee up, and then come back to the toes and walk yourself back up. Continuing with that, out, walk it back up, unroll, roll down, walk out, knee up, back in, three more. And then on this last one, we're going to hold plank and go into plank push-ups. Elbows stay in at the body as we come up and down. You can modify by dropping to the knees. Finish off, 4 more. 8, 9, last one, and 10. Drop to the knees and pull back for a nice stretch. From here, we're going to work our way right into dolphin push-ups. So we're coming down to the forearms, keeping the elbows wide, and clasping the hands together so we have a triangle base underneath us. So we want to first start in the plank, so come up on the toes, and as we're here, the chin should drop in front of the hands. So notice I'm not back here, I'm in this position. And then from here, we'll lift the hips straight up towards the sky, and then right on back down. That's 1. Then we'll back up, 2. So we're pulling from the abdominal muscles. The abdominal cavity is pulling the hips up towards the sky. Coming into a forearm plank every time. And last one. And if you need a little bit of a rest, you can drop the knees and pull back into a child's pose. Next, we're going to go into a prone position or onto our bellies. The arms are going to raise up overhead, palms facing down, legs are hips width apart, hands are shoulder width apart, and from here, keeping the head, the face looking down at the mat, we're going to inhale and lift arms and legs away from the mat, and then on the exhale, we're going to come back down and reset. Inhale up, exhale down. As we do this move, you want to keep your abdominal muscles tight and keep your belly button pulled in towards the spine. 3 more. Our next exercise is called the breaststroke. So again, down on the belly, the hands extended up overhead. This time the feet are going to stay planted on the ground. So we want to keep the legs tight and keep the feet on the ground as we lift just the upper body, pulling those elbows back towards the tailbone, reaching back out and down. So on the inhale, we lift, pull those elbows in and squeeze, exhale and down. Remember to keep the legs nice and tight, keep the abdominal muscles tight, and really squeeze with every extension and every movement. We'll do one more. And then from here, we'll go right into the grasshopper. So we're going to fold the arms up underneath the forehead. We're going to move those legs out a little bit wider, mat width apart, and pull those heels up. So we will lift, tap, 2, 3, down, tap, 2, 3. Lift, tap, 2, 3, down, tap, 2, 3. Lift, tap, 2, 3, down, tap, 2, 3. 7 more as we go up and down. Again, inhaling, lifting up, exhale, and down. And we'll do one more. And down. 1, 2, 3. And then go ahead and counter stretch by pulling back. We're going to elongate the body, turning onto our right side. The arm comes up underneath the head, resting the head on the arm, keeping the body in a nice alignment so the hips need to stay stacked one on top of each other as well as the shoulders. You can bring that left hand in front of you for added here. We're going to go ahead and point the toes, and we're just going to take the legs up and down, making sure that as we raise each time, our hips don't roll backwards. So we don't want to roll back as we lift that leg. We want to keep them stacked, and you want to keep the abdominal muscles nice and tight, keeping that left shoulder pulled down out of the ear. And last one. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and do a side passe. So readjusting if you need to, we're going to take that knee up towards the sky, elongate it, and bend all the way down. Knee up, elongate, and down. Up, elongate, and down. Here's where you can start feeling the hips working, because we're very much isolating a particular area of the body. So if you feel a little bit of the burning of the muscles, very normal, and it's okay. We're going to do 4 more. Elongate and down. Remember to keep that bottom leg, in this case it's our right leg, nice and tight and pushing into the ground. We have 1 more. And all the way down. From here, we'll go ahead and flex the feet. So notice that I'm pointing the toes here, flexing the feet and drawing the toes up towards the knee. Keeping the legs nice and tight, we're going to just kick to the front 2 pulses and then to the back 2 pulses. Front 2 pulses, back. You'll notice that the leg will not be able to swing behind you very far with keeping nice aligned hips. So the idea is to keep the abs tight and keep the hips stacked. Good, we'll do 3 more. 2, 2, and through 3. And bringing the feet back down together. A little change of scenery for our supine series, which means on our back. So we're going to go into 3 modifications of the 100. You can either count out 100 beats, or I generally like to do about 60 seconds worth. Coming onto the back, keeping the knees bent, rolling the head, neck, and shoulders up, looking in between the knees, pushing that belly down in towards the ground, and go ahead and start moving the arms. So you don't want to move through anywhere else in the body, you just want to pump the arms up and down. If your neck starts to get tired, you can go ahead and take a hand up and rest underneath. The important thing is to keep those abdominal muscles engaged. 15 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come all the way down. Bringing those knees into the chest, just kind of cradle back and forth. From here, we'll go into the second modification. Roll the head, neck, and shoulders up. Push the belly in, and go ahead and remember to keep breathing in this movement. In through the nose, exhale through the mouth. relax, bringing those knees back into the chest. And just let the abdominal muscles relax. Our third modification of the 100 is legs straight up. So we're going to go ahead and point the toes on this one, and head, neck, and shoulders are going to roll. We'll go ahead and begin. Keeping those legs squeezed nice and tight, hollowing out the belly. Halfway there. Keep squeezing. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees in. Next, we'll work right into the single leg stretch. So keep that right knee right up over top of your chest. We'll elongate that left leg out away from us, pointing the toe. Curl the head, neck, and shoulders up towards the knee, and you're going to pull that leg in for a nice stretch, and then switch it out. So that knee comes in for a stretch, and then the other leg elongates away from the body to counter stretch. Keeping the lower back pushed in towards the mat, so keeping those abdominal muscles engaged. 4 more to each leg. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Nice job. So our last movement in the supine position is going to be the double leg stretch. So starting with both knees into the chest, you'll curl your head, neck, and shoulders up towards the knees and pull the knees in for a nice stretch. And then we're going to take the arms and legs away from the body. So we'll exhale, pull in, inhale, out. As you extend the arms and legs away from the body, keep that lower back pushed in towards the ground. If you're having a hard time, bring the legs up and the arms up higher. That'll help keep that lower back engaged and the abdominal muscles engaged. More challenging is lowering the arms and legs towards the ground. Remember not to increase the challenge until you have perfect movement. 2 more. And exhale. And nice work. Okay, so we're back again here to do the left side of our sideline series in the intermediate Pilates. Bringing ourselves down onto the left side, extending that left arm, tightening up through the abdominal muscles and keeping those hips stacked one on top of each other. And we'll take that leg up and down. So here we're really trying to focus on working only the hip area. So that's why we want to keep the abs tight and try not to let that hip roll backwards. So we want to keep the hips right on top of each other. We'll do 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Very good. And then from here we'll do the side passe. So keeping that shoulder down out of the ear, we're going to draw that knee up towards the sky, elongate the leg, and all the way down. So taking it up, elongate, and all the way down. Remember to keep breathing during the exercise. Especially as it starts getting more challenging, our bodies naturally want to hold the breath. So think about continuing the breath, keeping that shoulder out of the air, and keeping the abs nice and tight. And we'll do 1 more, and all the way down. And from here, we're going to straighten the legs back out, flex the toes up towards the knee, and we're going to take that leg in front of us, and then back behind for leg kicks. So 2 beats to the front, 2 beats to the back. Keep this one nice and smooth, and try and keep that leg at hip height. So we don't want to lift it too high. We also don't want to drop it down to the ground. So keep it hip height as we go forward and back. Really important to keep the abs tight here. And 2. And back to middle. That concludes our intermediate Pilates series. Check back for the next stage, which would be the advanced Pilates.